Hi, everybody. It's Milteer, and welcome to Authentic and Unapologetic. I'm really glad you're here today because we're going to talk about something that sounds simple, but is actually one of the most powerful success tools you could ever learn. Our topic today is 5 ways to visualize your goals more powerfully. Now, before we begin, I want to give you a quick gift. If you would be kind enough to like this episode, share it with other people, or comment on this particular episode, I'd love to give you a $100 gift for absolutely free for my short training called The 5 Types of Energy. Each video is 5 minutes long. It'll walk you through the 5 kinds of energies that drive your life currencies, mental, physical, emotional, spiritual, and financial. And you understanding the currency of your own personal energy can completely change how you operate your life, your business, your world. And you can get these free videos at 5typesofenergy.com. So let's dive right into today's topic: why visualization matters. You see, everybody sets goals and they feel excited about them. And maybe you've written your goals down. Maybe your team has goals. Maybe your company has goals. And that's fantastic because setting goals is necessary for everybody. But here's the truth almost everybody misses: setting goals alone isn't enough. At some point, you've probably heard someone else talking about visualization, mental rehearsal, but some people say that sounds silly, or why bother? I visualized once before, it didn't work. But usually the problem isn't the visualization. The problem is people don't understand how to do it properly. So visualization works because your brain responds to imagined experiences almost the same way it responds to absolute real experiences. As a matter of fact, your brain cannot tell the difference between an imaginary experience and the real thing. So when you vividly imagine something, your brain begins laying down neurological pathways. In other words, your brain starts preparing you to recognize, pursue, and create that particular reality. So visualization actually accelerates achievement big time. So let's talk about the 5 ways that most people don't teach you to do this, but your goals will be achieved a lot faster and you'll have more power doing it. Number 1, use the as if principle. That's right, as if. So the first step is called as if principle. Instead of describing your goal as something far away in the future, you literally state it as if it's already happened right now. So instead of you saying, I want to earn $1 million, you say, I am earning $1 million doing work I love. So when you speak in the present tense, because your subconscious mind responds to present reality, when you start to think of yourself as already there and you speak of your success as it already exists, now your brain begins searching for ways to make it true. Number 2, add a sensory detail. So the second way you want to visualize more powerfully is to add your senses to this. So you don't just see the goal, you actually experience it. You ask yourself, now what does this look like? What does it sound like? What does it feel like? What does it smell like? Who is with you? Where are you? What time of day is it? You see, the more vivid you make this picture, the more real it becomes to your brain. So for example, don't just visualize more success, because literally, what does that mean? See yourself signing a contract. Hear the congratulation. Feel the confidence. Notice the environment around you. You see, the richer the detail, the stronger the imprint on your brain. Number 3, visualize the process, not just the outcome. This is where a lot of people make mistakes. They only visualize the finish line. But top performers visualize the process. They see themselves making the calls, taking the action, staying focused, following through. Because when you visualize the process, you reduce resistance. And when you do those things, it actually feels natural. Your brain begins to believe, this is normal for me. This is what I do. And suddenly, the actions feel a lot easier. You see, visualization isn't just about winning, it's becoming the person who wins. Number 4, use emotional energy. You see, emotion is what locks visualization into your subconscious mind. If you visualize with no feelings, it's just a picture, which you might not believe. But when you visualize with emotion, it becomes powerful. So you start to feel confident, excitement, relief, gratitude, pride. So here's some questions you might want to ask yourself. How would I feel if this was already true? Then allow yourself to feel that right now. Your brain begins the wiring that emotional state as familiar. That becomes your go-to feeling. And once something becomes familiar, it is achievable. Number 5, you must visualize daily, repeat daily, especially morning and night. And the 5th step is literally repetition. Visualization is not something you do once and, everything's going to fall in place. It is something you must do consistently. And the 2 most powerful times are when you are just before you go to sleep at night and right as you wake up in the morning. And during these times, your subconscious mind is the most open to accept new programming. If you only did it just 60 seconds of visualization daily, it would change your focus, your confidence, your behavior, and are you ready? Your expectation of what's going to happen. Because repetition creates belief, and belief drives your action. The more that you visualize, the more confidence you will have, the more you're looking forward to it, the more it's the natural next step. So let's put it all together. Again, the 5 ways are: use the act as if principle, add the sensory feeling detail, visualize the process, use emotional energy, and repeat daily. So this is actually very simple. And your imagination is one of your greatest talents. When we were kids, we imagined things all the time. And then we got talked out of it by people who didn't believe in it. But here's the truth. It's incredibly powerful. Your brain moves in the direction of the pictures you hold most often. So here's a final thought for you. You're always visualizing something. The question is, are you visualizing fear or failure or possibility? Are you visualizing failure or success? Because whatever you're constantly imagining, your brain is working to create that, good or bad. So start today, be intentional, see it, feel it, experience. Let your mind begin building the future that as you get there, it feels natural. And I've got 2 resources that'll help you with this. My book, Success is an Inside Job, and you can buy this on Amazon or you can get it at milteer.com. The secrets to getting anything you want. There's a great deal of information in Success is an Inside Job book. It's in its 12th printing, I might add. And my latest book that I wrote on that is called Reclaim the Magic: The Real Stories of Manifesting Anything That You Want in Life. And between Success is an Inside Job and Reclaim the Magic, I promise you, you are going to find everything that you need, the motivation, the energy, and how to do it perfectly so you can take charge of your life. And I promise you, if you do this, your life will change dramatically. This is Lee Milteer. Please like, share, and tell people about my podcast. Love you guys. Thank you. See you next time.